Welcome fucking back, Playgirls.
Open your playbooks and pop a few cherries.
We're turning to a new page of
the Playgirl Playbook.
Woo! We don't have cherry bombs this time.
So we're gonna go with the old classic wine.
Are we classy?
We are classy bitches.
Oh,
cheers.
Cheers.
Can't go wrong.
So I have a new irrational fear, guys.
What's your fear?
No, I have like I'm getting into it like immediately because like I was on a walk today and I'm like still irrationally terrified of this thing.
Okay.
So my new irrational fear is squirrels.
No,
I'm like
what's wrong? What happened?
I was on a bike ride the other day.
Okay. Athletic. We love fitness.
I know. How healthy of
Yeah, health and wellness 2024.
Except I was drastically hungover
Oh no. I know what day you're talking about.
I had told this other couple that I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, I will go on this bike ride with y'all. My boyfriend and I, it was like a double date, right? Cute, wholesome, fun.
Yeah.
Except then I went out with you the night before. And I woke up the next day.
Just for one drink, though.
No, like only one.
It was just one.
Just like one.
Yeah.
And so I get up and I was like, oh my God, I can't go. And he's like, Annabelle, we cannot bail. And I was like, I know, but like I'm dying. He's like, no, we're fucking going. So I go on this bike ride, and mind you, it is a gravel road, and these are thin motherfucking tires, right? As you guys know, you have no fucking balance.
Zero.
When you're hungover.
Zero.
So I take off and I like fall, and I was like, oh no, I'm really fucked on this. So I like get back on. And I'm wobbling. I'm literally like this. Like, I look still drunk, which I could have still
you
been.
probably were still drunk
No,
after that night that we had.
Actively could have been. My hands are like white from gripping the fucking handlebars so hard. And then out of fucking nowhere, I like finally catch up, finally get my balance. I'm like, okay. And then out of fucking nowhere, a squirrel comes running up. And I was like, no way it goes in front of me.
It did.
It dive bombs literally goes over like my tire, jumps it. So I have a squirrel that like skivvies on up my bike, goes down, then goes almost through his tire, which would like cause a really bad accident because it's going through the spokes and you'd like flip. So Trent slams on his brakes. Squirrel then comes back, hits my tire and flips back over me. And then runs away. Like, I had, like, scratch marks from a goddamn squirrel attack on a fucking bike ride where I could barely pedal because I was so hungover already.
Fuck that squirrel.
So now I am terrified of squirrels.
They're so cute.
I have nightmares of them now.
Oh my
God. I have bushy-tailed nightmares.
No.
Fucking hate those fucking things. Anyway, so that was my lovely little cherry check-in. That was definitely a cherry pop moment because now I have a new unbelievably irrational fear.
See, I feel like my irrational fear is a little bit different than yours. Mine's a little bit more scary.
Are you telling me squirrels aren't fucking terrifying?
No. My irrational fear is that I have like an undiagnosed problem or disease and I'm just slowly dying. Like, if I have like a weird like side pain or if like something hurts, I'm like, I'm dying.
This is it.
This is it. This is my time.
Say my prayers.
Say my prayers. But the worst part is I Google it, which don't ever fucking do that. I'll Google it and Google will be like, oh, you're dying. Like, you should probably go to the ER.
You're dying.
Right now.
Yes.
Yes. So that's my irrational fear, that something's wrong and I'm just slowly dying. I don't know why. I love how your irrational fear is, no, squirrels, like, they'll jump in front of me and I'm like, I'm dying.
No, I'm on death's door.
Yes.
Like, pick out my grave, go ahead. Like,
yes.
Let's get cemetery plots next to each other.
Yes, like, I should probably pick out my casket at this point. Like,
we should just get matching.
Like, we should get matching, like,
That'd be
cutesy,
cute.
like, bedazzled, like, gold.
That'd be cute.
Yeah.
Go into the ground with a fucking statement.
Yeah. Hopefully that's not actually happening.
What's really funny is when like 2 weeks back when I was dying, I had I don't know how to say this without it being gross, but like bathroom problems for like 3 straight days, and I told her about it.
I remember
And
that.
she was like, well, have you Googled it? And I was like, no,
No,
it's just going to tell me I'm dying.
And I did
And you
Google
were
it.
like, and I was dying.
And you were dying.
I was dying.
You were.
I lived to tell the tale.
Yeah, I was like, Annabelle, you should probably go to the emergency room. And you're like, it's fine.
I was like, I'm going to write it out.
Yeah. See, I feel like my fear really isn't irrational because it's like, I feel like
No,
very
that's
valid.
understandable.
It's very valid.
My understandable fear is getting kidnapped, which is really...
That checks. Okay, but here's my thing. I feel like if I got kidnapped, I'd be like, wait, why is our kidnapper kind of hot? I'd be like, wait, no. I'd be like, tie me up, actually. I'm like, put me in your van. I'm like, I did have plans later, but like, what are we doing after this? Like,
But
where are we going?
But like, where are we going?
But, like, where are we going?
Oh, you're taking me to a warehouse?
Like
that's hot.
Is there a rave in the warehouse? I've been to a warehouse rave before.
No, like, that's hot.
It's hot.
No, I love that. No, I'd be the one that's in the back seat. If I were kidnapped, I'd be the one in the back seat being like, I can plan our way out of this. Like, I can make it out. Like, here's a ladder. Break the window.
No.
Like, I'd be like scheming the whole thing. I'd be like, no, you think you're kidnapping me? I'm kidnapping you, sir.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I could
you
fix
flirt
him.
your way out of it.
I could fix him. I would.
I could fix it.
Like, I'm one of the good. Like, why would you want to like kidnap me?
Like,
know
I
what
get
mean?
it.
Like, I get it. Like
I get
honestly,
it.
that's the thing. Like, I'm like, why wouldn't you want to kidnap me? Like, I would kidnap me too. Like, that's kind of a compliment. You know what I mean?
So I think that's why, do you know, okay, so here's the thing. Irrational fears of getting kidnapped, a lot of people say, which is kind of a diss on me, because I just said that, but it's actually a sign of a narcissist, because you think something bad is happening to you and like specifically you. So I've actually heard that's actually like a thing. And I'm like, okay, but like, why wouldn't you kidnap me? Like,
that's the thing.
I'm a prime target.
Exactly.
Like, I am a target and I get it.
Like, I get it.
I get it. But then I would also go like psy-up on his ass. And,
Yeah.
you know.
Think about if we got kidnapped together, I think it'd be fun. Like, it would be like a bit. You know what I mean?
Good bit.
It would be so
No,
fun.
it'd be so
like, if we
funny.
lived to tell the tale, imagine like the story.
No,
You
I
know
think it'd
what I
be
mean?
so funny. Like us on the news.
Yeah. Wait. Famous. We'd be.
How funny would that be?
And then a Netflix special would come out about us.
we'd star in it. We'd star in our own special.
I think it'd be cute.
I don't disagree with it.
Yeah.
Now, if anyone's listening and they're like, ooh, that's a cool idea. Like, maybe,
Don't kidnap us.
Maybe, like,
actually don't.
or
But
just use, like, fuzzy handcuffs. Like, just don't hurt us. in
Yeah.
the like, be nice about it.
like, make it cutesy.
Make it like, oh, haha, cute.
Like a little prank.
No, like a little April Fool's.
April Fools.
April Fools.
Like, let us go later,
You
but like
kidnap-
it'd be fun.
No, but funny.
Yeah. So my check-in for this week, I have gone to the dark side, which I think
Ooh,
I love.
spicy.
We love the dark side.
And now we're not talking about hair.
This isn't about hair. So it was very random. I feel like one day I woke up and I was like, fuck it. And I just dyed my hair dark.
You're
and
like, I want a different identity.
I want a whole different identity. I need to be in a new era. I need just change.
Mhm.
And I'm kind of here for it.
I love it.
I love it.
I'm a
So
big fan.
I think I'm going to keep her for a while.
I think you should.
Yeah.
I've also been a big fan of this for a while,
yeah.
even though like some people haven't been.
Which is oddly weird because if I change something about my look or something and I go out and like I see friends that I haven't seen in a while and they're like, oh, I kind of like the blonde better. Are you a real friend or what? Like, even if you don't like it, I mean, I don't know. Always tell me the truth, but even if you don't
No.
like it, still
Lie to me.
Still tell me that you think I look good. I don't know.
Lie to me. I don't want to know your opinion. I don't want to fucking know. If you don't like it, keep it to your fucking self. Lie to me. I think
Also,
that.
like, are you wishing for my downfall? I don't know. You know what I mean?
I think if you privately pulled someone aside that you genuinely gave a fuck about their opinion and you
Yeah.
were like, hey, what do you actually think? Like,
Right.
tell me the truth. Then don't lie to me because I really cared enough to like pull you
Right.
aside and have that conversation. Other than that, if you're like random Jenny from the block and like we ain't that close, hype me up, bitch.
Hype me up.
Like if it's not like, oh my
Yeah.
God, you look so good. I
I
don't
don't
care
wanna
if
hear
I see
it.
the lie in your eyes.
Yeah. Right.
Compliment me. It's kind of like that rule that I really do live by, which is like, if you're going to say something really honest about someone's appearance, it really depends. Can they change it in the next 10 seconds? If not, it's
Lie.
a compliment.
It's a compliment. Yes.
Yeah, sure. If you have like stuck some like schmutz on your fucking face and you can wipe it off,
Like, tell me immediately.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Tell me right then. If it's my hair,
Yeah.
what do you want me to do about that, bitch?
Yeah.
Like,
Which also is such a huge transformation and like
yeah.
obviously not cheap at all to change. So it's like, fuck you, lie to me. So yeah, I'm in my dark era and I love her. I'm in my me era. I'm just saying yes to everything, saying yes to trips, yes to hair, yes to everything. Yeah, traveling a lot this month, with which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
And speaking of traveling, I met this guy
Who traveled here?
which honestly, why? But he did.
Why?
He traveled here he was on a bachelor trip.
Mm-hmm.
And he was only here for the weekend. I met him and he was like, oh, I need a wedding date. Which I'm like, imagine coming to a new city, not knowing anybody, and you meet me.
No, literally.
And you're like, oh, wedding date.
No, and it's
Locked
so
and loaded.
Playgirl as fuck.
So Playgirl.
That this guy literally was like, going to a wedding, don't have a date.
Yeah.
I'll just get a date in the city.
I'll just meet one there.
And then he meets you.
Right.
And you're the wedding date.
Iconic.
Like, bagged literally the 10th of 10s in the fucking city. Like, no, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, what a Playgirl move.
Anyway, we're going to call him the Nile River.
The Nile for short.
The Nile for short. Anyway, so it was so fun because he came here on a wedding trip and he was like, hey, like, I'm with my boys. Like, we're on a bachelor trip. Like, where do we go tonight? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, baby, I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry.
I got you.
So
You're talking to a Playgirl.
Yeah. So within the next 5 minutes, I text him back and I'm like, all right, you have a booth set up at this club. Here's the VIP manager's number. Text him. He'll get you in. Here's the security. Here's the blah, blah, blah. Like, here's your section. I got you. And he texted me back and he was like, what kind of pull do you have in this city? And I was like, don't worry about it, babe.
That's on a need to know basis.
He was like, so you're going to meet me out? And I was like, absolutely. But I didn't want to go alone because why would I? And so if you're going on a date, you got to bring a friend.
Obviously.
Because it makes it way more fun.
Obviously.
So I bring Annabelle and we meet him out.
And he doesn't know I'm fucking...
He doesn't know he's come. Yeah, he doesn't know she's coming.
Yeah.
And we show up and me and Annabelle, we're hugging the bouncers. We're hugging security. We're hugging the fucking police. He's like, who are these girls? Like, what did I get myself into?
We're like the big fucking walking red flag of like, but we used to work at this bar.
Yeah.
So like...
So it makes sense.
With context. It makes way more fucking sense.
So yeah, at the end of the day, if you're scared to go on a date, just bring your girlfriend and it makes it way more fun.
And like, you don't even have to tell the date
you don't have to tell
that
him.
You're bringing somebody.
Yeah. Like,
just let him show up.
We're a package deal. But adding on to that, I feel like I have a thing about bachelor trips and bachelor parties because...
Well, he nearly ditched his whole...
He
did ditch the whole friend group.
Yeah. So he was in a whole new city and we were out and then maybe a couple hours in, he wanted to hang out with you and me instead.
Yeah.
He left the entire bachelor party and was like, all right, I'm hanging out with you guys. And we're like, okay, weird, but...
Like, big red flag.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fucking weird.
Like,
you don't know us.
Yeah, you're gonna leave all of your friends. Like,
they
okay.
literally, you guys all flew in to, like, hang out together and, like, do this, like, trip. Like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
But then they went to the strip club. Why do they always end up at strip clubs? Like, it's gross.
That's my thing. I feel like, I don't know, whenever I get married someday, I feel like I don't want to have my man go on a bachelor trip to like Vegas or Miami or some kind of city because every time you and I have been in like a different city and we've seen bachelor parties out, they're always up to no fucking good.
No.
Every single one of them. All the boys are like, oh, like, let's get our man some bitches. Let's get him some girls. Like, let's get him to make out with girls tonight. Yeah. And we're like, aren't you getting married? Like, hello.
You're not single.
You're not single,
this isn't
babe.
Your last night single. This is one of your last nights before you're
married.
Very different.
I just hate the whole idea behind bachelor parties. Like, for what? Like,
see, I mean, I get it in the sense of being like, you want like a last hoorah with like your guy group to celebrate the fucking marriage.
And I get that. Celebrate the marriage. Don't celebrate, last night being single. Like, you still have rules you need to follow, babe.
And I just hate that it's like this idea of a hall pass. And like, it's just wildly not.
It's not. Like, oh my God, I was dating this one guy and this was like years and years ago. And he was going to Vegas for a bachelor trip.
Yeah.
And he said that they brought strippers back to their Airbnb. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, how did that end up?
So back to the Airbnb is crazy.
Back to the Airbnb is wild. Like, if you're going to go to a strip club on a bachelor trip, okay,
that's one
whatever. Throw some ones, like one thing, like I already don't like that, but whatever. But if you're going to bring the strippers back
to your
Airbnb,
no. Girl, no.
And so he was like, oh, yeah, like, but it was like fine. Like, I didn't do anything. And I was like, right. Okay. But then he proceeds to tell me that he brings the guy who's getting married upstairs to the bedroom. And they were up there for quite some time.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, what? Like, what the fuck? Like, why would he do that? And he's like, oh, like his bachelor trip. Like, he's getting married. And I'm like, no. And he was like, oh, but like they didn't do anything. And I'm like, what do you think they're doing up there? Holding fucking hands? Like
7 minutes in heaven?
7 minutes in heaven?
I'm like, gonna hold your hand.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hold your hand, babe. I swear that's all.
Like, ew, it's just gross. And
Brother,
and I guarantee you, his fiance doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, whatever. They're married, and I guess they're happy. But
they're still together.
Yeah, they're still together.
Tough.
Tough. But I don't know if that was me. I would call off the wedding immediately if I found out that my fiance was in a bedroom alone with a Vegas stripper. Absolutely not. Like, obviously, you do not respect me. Like, that is just disgusting.
No, my thing is like, I don't really care where you go to act up. It's like how you fucking act.
It's how you act
when you're there.
Like, if
that's what
you want to go to the club, go to the club. Get bottles. Do your thing. Have fun. But respect your fucking partner while you're out.
Yes. It's actually really funny. There was this girl. I would so do this. So, like, for me, I really don't give a fuck if Trent like were to go to a club for his bachelor trip. Like, if that's
but also he's such a good man.
Yeah, I know.
Like, he's so fucking in love with you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But for him, I saw this video on TikTok that I was like, no, I would so do that. So, okay, so her setting the scene. Her man was at a bachelor trip.
Yeah.
It was in Vegas.
Okay.
And so she bought 2-3 bottles and like had called ahead to the club, called ahead to the bottle girls, and was literally like, no, bring out these massive fat heads of me. And so the bottle girls bring out these massive fat heads of her, the fiance, and the sign said, "Miss me?" ?
I would so do that.
I would do that.
I would so do that.
Absolutely do that. Interestingly, I was on a bachelorette trip recently.
You were?
Mm-hmm. I went to New Orleans. Bourbon Street is fucking crazy.
Is it? I've never been.
Dude, not lying. It is fucking wild out there. It was actually so fun. The bride, Taylor, one of my good friends, she's wearing, and I'm not, like, the prettiest, like, cocktail bride dress. Like, it's floofy and frilly and, like, a princess, like covered in tulle. Like, it was so pretty. She looked so fucking good. So every bar we walked into immediately was like, oh, a bride.
Right.
Everyone was like, oh my God, get the bride on stage. Like, it was so fun. But they wouldn't let us down, Catherine.
They'd be
like, we would get up there and like have a fun time. We'd do like a little bit of dancing around, just like whatever. And then we'd be like, okay, like time to get down.
Yeah.
And I had at least at 2 or 3 bars, they'd be like, no, finish your song.
What?
And they'd put their leg like across the barrier to get down, and they'd be like, no, you can't get down until you finish your song. And I'm like, okay, then where's my payment?
Yeah, like where's the check? Like, is it coming in the mail, direct deposit?
Yeah.
What?
Venmo.
I'll
take a fucking Venmo. Because I'm literally entertaining your entire fucking crowd right now. Where's my payment? But it was so embarrassing because at one of these bars.
What? What did you do?
So I'm up on stage, having a good time. And like, this isn't like crazy sexy dancing. This is literally like
fun. Like
girls
whatever.
like throwing arms up like this, like dancing around, like girls want to have fun kind of vibe. But then there's this song that plays that was like a little bit, I forget what song it was, but it really made sense with what I'm about to say. And there was a beat that was about to hit that I was like, oh my God, this would be so funny. Not to actually like fucking motorboat her, but like
funny.
Like funny, like not even put it action, but like,
yeah.
You know, like pretend that I was.
Yeah.
Right? Except where we were and I were just dancing around, her ass was facing towards me. So I was like, okay, let me just like motorboat her ass instead.
No, not Annabelle eating ass on the stage.
No, and so literally the moment of the song hits where I had this grand idea of a few drinks in, and then I was like, wait, this idea isn't an idea how I think it is, but I'm already bending over and this is already as it's happening.
No.
I literally grab her ass and I put my face in her fucking like towards her butt and was like this, and then I come back up, and like this wasn't the dead bar. This was like a bar like packed from like wall to fucking wall of people, and I was like, no one saw it. No one realized.
Like no one was paying attention.
No, it wasn't a big deal,
even though you were fully on the stage for everybody to fucking see.
And then I get off the stage, and my friend was like, "No, you need to watch this."
She got a video,
and she was like, "That was a weird decision you made," and I was like, "Regrets." Regrets exist.
Regrets are here.
And I was really concerned because it was a white dress and I had makeup on. I was like, please tell me.
Could you imagine if your whole face was just on her ass?
On her ass cheeks. And it's just like, and it's like the poofiest, prettiest dress.
No.
And I was like, please tell me I didn't wreck it with my debauchery.
No.
Luckily, I didn't.
That's fine. Funny.
So only the video exists and my trauma from ever doing that.
No, that reminds me of that one time whenever you and me were at the bar that we go to often, sometimes. Anyway, we were there a couple weekends ago. And this is my thing. Whenever I see a videographer or a cameraman at the club or the bar, whenever I have a few drinks in me, I just want to be in it. I'm like, oh, yes, I'm ready for my premiere. Like, I'm here.
No, she sees a light turn on and she's a moth drawn to flame.
Yeah.
She's like, no, this is my close-up.
This is my moment. Like,
I'm ready for my
let me get my close-up. Like my good angle. And I always regret it the next day because I'm like, fuck, like, why did you do that, Catherine? Like, I do not want that on Instagram. Like,
no,
stop.
Literally.
So the videographer that comes up to me, he's like, hey, like, let me get a shot. I'm like, great, I'm ready. And so I was just dancing, like, doing my thing. And I turn around and I'm like, there is a 50-year-old man, like, father behind me.
Father.
And he's, like, quite close to me. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, no, like, no, thank you. Like, please get away from me.
Save room for Jesus.
Save room for Jesus. I was like, oh my God, that videographer just got that whole thing on camera. And I was like, to someone else out of context, they probably think that like, oh, who's this old man that Catherine's dancing on? Like, what the fuck? But I had no idea who this guy was. And so I pulled the videographer aside and I was like, hey, can you just delete that? Like, that does not need to see the light of day at all. Ever. Like, that looks so bad. And he was like, I got you.
I literally texted him the next day because I had the guy's number, the videographer's number.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, so fucking for real.
Yeah.
We need to gone. Delete.
Gone. So I think from here on out, I just need to just not be in any photographs.
Here's my thing. If it's a video...
No. But a cute
if
picture.
It's a photo?
I don't know, because sometimes the
bitch,
photos...
let me be the model.
No,
let me be the fucking cover photo.
If it's the beginning of the night, okay, yeah, let's take pictures.
Here's our thing.
The end of the night?
Wait, I have a thing.
Okay.
Let's set a timer.
Yes.
When we show up to the bar, we set a 2-hour timer.
Yeah.
Before that 2-hour timer...
all the pictures.
Oh my God, we're the fucking stars. After that 2-hour...
No photos, no videos, no thank you.
No, do you remember that fucking... Okay, it was a summer party.
What summer party?
We were in bikinis. It was at one of your apartment complex parties. And
those get crazy.
Those get
a little crazy.
And I put myself in front of the camera so many times that the literal videographer, I didn't know him. He found me on Instagram. He messages me and he goes, I need you to know that you are literally in every clip I had picked for this thing. And he was like, I actively had to take you out of it because otherwise it was a highlight reel of
just you. Stop. Why do we get like that? We just need to stay inside from here on out.
But okay, talking about hall passes, I have a question.
No.
Not that we believe in them, not that hall passes really exist, obviously.
No.
But if they were, who would be your hall pass?
I feel like you already know this one.
No, like I know. I want to see if you're going to say who I think it is.
Okay, well, obviously Drake.
No, I was right. No, literally.
Like Drake, he's like,
I knew.
He's my baby.
You listen to him every fucking morning.
Every day. I listen. I just love him.
No, you love his music.
But that's the thing that pisses me off because even though he's like my quote unquote hall pass, which I would never fucking do if I was in a committed relationship, my last relationship that I was in, so Drake was in town in my city for 2 nights. He had a back-to-back concert, which I was dying to go to. I was like, I need to see Drake. Oh, I would like love it. And I told my man that I was with at the time, I was like, hey, like, I think it'd be so fun if we went to Drake together. Cause like, I know he also likes Drake. And I was like, I think we should go to the Drake concert. It'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I want to do. And he was like, you know, I'm never going to take you to a concert, right? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, no, like,
run that back.
no, like run it back. Like, what do you mean?
What the fuck does that mean?
And he goes, no, like, if it's a male artist, I'm never taking you to a concert. I'm never taking you to any baseball games, football games, hockey games, because I view all of them as competition. Like, what do you think I'm gonna go fuck Drake on the stage? Like, what do you mean? Like, do you think I'm gonna run out to the baseball fields and go fuck the baseball player while they're playing? Like, what do you mean? Like, that's the most insecure shit I've ever heard in my entire life.
It's so bad. No, literally.
Like, what the fuck? What is that?
It's like, okay, I don't know if you've ever been to a theater performance where this happens, where it's like crowd engagement and like the crowd is involved.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's like a whole thing, like a whole sector of like theater stuff.
I'm like comedy shows.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah, like crowd work.
Yeah.
Baby, do you think there's crowd work at the fucking... Do you think there's crowd sex work
No,
at the
literally,
fucking, like, Drake concert? Like, what did you think was gonna happen?
Like, do you think Drake is gonna stop the whole concert and be like, hey, Catherine, right there, bring her up. I want her backstage right now. Like, that's not going to happen.
Security, as she walks in, they're like, hey, we have a sex code. I have the one picked for you. Like, what is going on?
Even if he did do that, I wouldn't go. Like, if you're insecure, just fucking say that, babe.
I mean, just say it out loud,
say
honey.
it out loud.
Like, therapy, admit it.
Yeah. My next relationship I want to be in, like, I want to go do fun shit. Like, I want to be like, oh, my favorite artist is in town. Let's go. Your favorite artist is in town. Let's go. Let's go to this game. Let's go here. Let's go there. Like, it's just, I don't understand why that needs to be an issue.
No, I mean, like, I think for anyone that's not, like, mentally unwell, like, I really don't think that exists. Like,
that part.
Like, I mean, it's so psychotic. Like,
that part.
To me, it's not even fathomable that someone would act like that or even consider that as a problem. Like, most people are like, oh, cool, you like the same music as me, let's go.
Right. I don't even look another man's way if I'm like in love. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
Like, it's just wild.
Also, I'd love if you're bagging celebrities like that. That would be fucking great.
I mean, like, I could.
I mean, like,
I would.
Okay, go ahead.
Can.
Okay,
but like,
bring me with. But like, bring me with. No, my hall pass, if I were to have one, and Trent knows this, so he's aware. Weirdly enough, this is my hall pass only as of recently, though.
Okay.
I wouldn't say this is like my end all be all hall pass. It's just like one from like recent experiences. So mine is Benson Boone. So very different to yours. But Benny Boy.
I love Benny.
We went to his concert recently.
So funny.
Catherine
I bawled my eyes out.
Oh my God. We were crying. Like
so
ugly crying.
No,
there.
like my makeup needed to be touched up afterwards.
No,
it
like,
was like
streaking
ugly
mascara.
Yes.
But Trent had surprised me. This was like my birthday, so this is relatively recently. He had surprised me with a whole friend dinner. So I went to dinner. All my friends were there, and then right after, we were all going to the concert together. And at the concert, I don't actually remember the girl's name, so I'm just gonna call her like fucking Kendall, I guess. But he's on stage. Benny Boy is on stage, and he's like, "Kendall, is that you?" And I'm like, no. It's Annabelle.
It's Annabelle. She's right here.
Annabelle.
Over here. Wrong direction.
Wrong girl.
Yeah.
But like, I'm right here, Ben.
Yeah.
Benson. And he was like, Kendall, like, I dated you in middle school. And literally, he spotted in the crowd his like ex-girlfriend from middle school or like high school or like some form of grade school. And I was like, wow, to be that bitch. Oh my God.
Right?
I was like, imagine getting spotted at a concert, like we were just talking about, but like that actually happens.
Oh, right.
And you actually had dated them. Like, what a wholesome man to actually remember your fucking, like... Actually, I remember my middle school boyfriends very clearly.
I don't.
Really?
Well,
yes, you do.
Well, yeah. I feel like I had one boyfriend in middle school. He was my first kiss. It was cute. Oh, God. When did you have your first kiss?
I remember exactly where it was.
Like, your real first kiss.
Yeah, no, my real first kiss was fully in the band hallway before I had required band. So you had to pick an instrument or you had to do, because my high school had like a really good, like an insane, like marching band. And so like I played an instrument for like 2 years and then called it good.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was like right before band practice.
Hot.
And he always had packs of gum on him. And I remember this so vividly because I was like, hey, from my boyfriend at the time, I was like, hey, can I get a like stick of gum? Because I was like, I know it's going to happen.
Hot.
And so I knew it was happening because there was one time he tried to go in for the kiss and I was like, oh, I wasn't ready. And it was like a cheek. And I was like, so then I was like, okay, next time I'm ready. So then the next day I was like, can I get a stick of gum? And he was like, oh, it's on.
He knew it.
No,
it's always the gum or like,
yeah.
or like, do you remember those, like icebreakers?
Yes.
It's always one of those.
No, there's always a sign.
Yes.
There's a sign. The girls will give you a sign that it's about to happen.
Yeah.
And so I'd ask for the stick of gum and I was like, that's your sign. That's your cue. It's on.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I went to English. Literally, whole class, I don't remember a fucking thing. I was literally like, I'm about to have my first kiss. I'm about to have my first kiss. Like
you can't even like concentrate on anything.
Literally.
You're just like, oh my God, it's happening.
Like I'm tingling all over. I was
Yes.
like, oh my God. And then I go to the band, like the band hall and stuff. And then right before I go in, like he gives me my first smooch. And it was actually like, no, I like really remember it. And then it escalated to like, I was that bitch that like made out in the hallway right before that period every day.
No.
Oh, it became a thing for like months. I made out every single day before.
Like make out?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, how'd you not get detention?
My school liked me.
Wow.
I'm wrapped around my little pinky.
Oh my God, no, my first kiss was,
My first kiss
went a little like this. And twist. And twist.
We are also a big 303 fan.
I love 303. So my first kiss was, this guy that I was dating in middle school, it was like 8th grade. Obviously we couldn't drive yet, so we had to have like our parents take us on dates, which I like applaud them. It was so cute.
Oh my God, good for them.
Good for them. We love Nancy and Jeff. So his mom drove us to the movies. On the ride back to drop me off at my house, we were in the back seat of his mom's car. And we were just like cuddling like this, and like our faces were like smushed together like this, and like he kept like inching closer like this,
and the mom is still in the front seat.
The mom is just driving, and she's like, but we're in our whole little world in the back seat.
Honestly, you don't see anything at that age.
No.
You literally, anyone could be around you. You don't
see them.
You don't.
Anyway,
they don't exist.
So like I was like, oh my God, I know what's gonna happen. I'm fucking nervous. And then he just like turns, and then I turn, and then he kisses me, but I like didn't really realize it was happening. So like I didn't like pucker. So I was just like flat lipped, and I was like, ah! And then he was kissing me, and I was like, oh shit, he's kissing me, and I was like,
you like puckered, and you go, and
no,
his face goes, whoa.
No, I was like, and my heart was beating so fast, and I was like, okay. That just happened. I was like, that just happened. And so he drops me off. Well, his mom drops me off. And he like hugs me goodbye or whatever. And then I walk in to my house. And my mom and my sister are both waiting there in the living room. And they're like, so how did it go?
Oh, wait, I love that.
I know. It was so cute. I was 13. And my mom was like,
she's the younger sister. So her sister's older. Yeah.
And so they were like, so how did it go? And I was like, I just kissed him. And it was like girl time. It was so cute. And so it was me, my mom, and my sister. And they were like, oh my God, like tell us how it went. And it was a really wholesome moment. I remember that as clear as day. I really do. It was so cute. And I even wrote about it in my diary.
Wait, I love that.
It was cute. I still have it somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I should find her.
Well, you should really find her. I want to read it.
I know.
You're going to be like, my whole world. Dear diary.
Yes.
My whole world changed today. Mm-hmm. And you're like, I kissed a boy.
Yeah. And I even drew like a picture of like lips. And I was like so excited.
You're like artsy.
I miss how it used to be. Like whenever you got like so excited about like a little crush or like a boy. Like the littlest things. But now men are like, oh, let's go get drinks or come back to my house. And I'm like, ew, stop. No.
Like, where's the romance?
Where's the romance? Like, where's the excitement?
Where's the courtship?
Where's the courtship?
Like, no, bring it back. Bring back courtship.
Bring back courtship.
Like, I want 16 weeks of dedicated, like, romantic gestures before you can take me on a fucking date.
Yes. Like, where is that? I'm tired of situationships. I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of the gray period. Like, let's bring back, like, the old school, like, romance. I miss it.
Let's do this. Let's do arranged dating. I pick your date.
Okay.
And I'm like, great. So you're locked into a 6-week course on Catherine. Let me teach you every week. We're going to give her X, Y, and Z.
Yes.
And then if you pass my test, then you get to fucking date her.
Yes.
You get to take her on a date.
All in all, bring it back. I
Bring
miss
back courtship.
Bring back courtship. Bring back the old school dating. I miss it. Like, it was before social media, before Instagram, before all of that. And it was so wholesome and cute. Like, you had to call like my parents' landline to talk to me. Like, no, fucking, I miss that.
I remember, do you remember like the fucking phone books?
Yes.
And, like, I would have like, oh my God, the guy that I was interested in, I had his fucking mom's number before I ever had his. And I would have to call his house, be like, hi, this is Annabelle. I'm looking for Blake. Like, can I possibly talk to him? And she'd be like, yeah, sweetie, let me go and get him. And she'd be like, Blake, Annabelle's on the phone for you. Like, that was a full
Okay, so
thing.
that's what we need to do now. Like, if a guy wants to talk to me, he has to call you first.
I'm the forwarding number.
You're the forwarding number. And he has to be like, hi, I'm looking for Catherine. Can I talk to her? And you should be like, yeah, well, I guess I can get her. Like, what do you want to talk about?
I'll see if she's busy. What are your intentions first?
Yes, that's how it
What are
needs
your
to be.
intentions of this call?
Yes.
And then be like, if you have no romantic feelings, press 1. If you have romantic feelings, press 2. 2 gets forwarded to me. 1 goes directly to you.
Yes.
I'm saying we do it.
Yes.
Exactly.
If you have a roster, please disconnect.
If your Instagram following is above 1,000, please disconnect.
Please disconnect and never call back again.
Operating hours are TBD.
Literally. If your Instagram looks like you're a male model trying to get every bitch that you can find, please disconnect. No, I love it.
I don't even know where this started.
I don't either.
Where did this start?
We're talking about our first kiss.
Where did that start?
I don't know.
I don't know. Hold on.
Man, this guy just texted me. He just went tanning. What do you mean?
He's black.
No. Wrong guy. Wrong.
Okay, but something else I really wanted to talk about on this episode. So I've been seeing a lot on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, about winter arcs and being like, how are you going to be better for the next like 2 months of the year?
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do that's like going to elevate your life? Like, what is something I want to do for the next 2 months, solidly like commit to?
Yeah.
Right. And I saw like all this New York marathon stuff.
Oh.
So I like to run, but like, here's my thing is I only run like at maximum 3 miles. And then I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, I'm good, baby.
I don't even do that.
No, but like, I love a good like.
I don't like running, period. Like,
No, I
my
know.
boobs just don't.
Bro, I literally
I
have
can't.
to hold on.
Yes.
That was actually a whole thing. So after my titty surgery, I had to obviously start wearing 2 sports bras. And I've never been a 2 sports bra girly in my whole life.
You just need a more supportive one. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like
they don't exist.
a sports bra brand needs to come out made for fake
tits.
boobs.
Where is it?
Where is it? We should invent
We should-
it.
What? Wait, no, like we should.
And
Y'all
like,
are seeing the origin story of us starting like a multi-million-dollar brand.
and like it could have like a little cherry on the back.
Oh my God, that'd be so fucking cute.
Have you ever ran so much and you don't have like a good supportive bra on that like your like implants start like vibrating afterwards? Or just me?
I don't
Like it like tingle, not vibrating, but they just like it like tingles.
I run and I've not had.
Oh, well, we've had the same surgeon, so I don't
But
know why
I also-
mine do that and yours
I
don't.
run with 2 sports bras.
Oh, that's probably why.
But anyway, so I run with those. But I was like, what if I started running as like my winter arc? And then I
Okay.
saw the New York Marathon shit, which like opened up a whole new world of like interest for me. The New York Marathon.
new world,
Magic
place I never knew.
No, but like actually, did you see any of the signs and like the whole like social media? around?
No.
Oh my God. Let me show you the signs. So these signs were so funny. And this is what made me want to be like a part of the New York Marathon. Not like running it, but like just be in the crowd. Run if you think I'm hot.
Love.
Another says, I also love attention. In the club, we all fam.
In the club, we all fam.
You're running better than the government.
Oh, solid.
Oh, we're filming this on election night, so that's
it is
funny.
election night.
This was the one I would pick.
What?
If I were making a sign. Therapy was also an option.
That part. That's funny.
It's so funny.
That's funny.
No, but I saw all these signs and like these cute moments. Like in the New York Marathon, there was like this cute thing on TikTok where it's like this guy like comes running out of the crowd, sees his girlfriend, like he's like well in the front of like the marathon.
Yeah.
Takes the time to run out of the way, kiss his girlfriend, and run off. Isn't that like melts your fucking
That's what
heart?
I want.
I know. But then I was thinking, I was like, what if you're the girlfriend in the crowd and your boyfriend and or girlfriend doesn't see you?
Oh, that's toughy. That's tough.
I'd literally kill him.
Mhm.
Like,
I'd be like, hey, oh, okay, bye.
I've been standing here for hours freezing my literal like tits off,
Yeah.
like in the cold, and you didn't even fucking see me,
Oh, I'd
you
be
bitch.
pissed.
Like,
I'd be
I
like,
made
we're
this
breaking
whole
up.
sign for you. No, like breakup worthy.
Breakup worthy for
Like,
sure.
He'd finish the race and I'd be like, great, now I can kill you.
Yeah, dead.
Dead.
Or we're in a fight and you have to make it up to me and now you have to buy me a Birkin.
Or a Birkin.
Or a Birkin. Like a Birkin solves everything.
Like
so.
you're dead or Birkin.
Birkin. Or Minnie Kelly.
Honestly, there's options. Like
There's options.
I
A
would take-
Chanel.
I would take a Chanel.
It depends on how bad you fucked up. If you fucked up
No, literally.
really, really bad, Birkin.
Birkin.
If it was just like a slight fuck up, like I'm kind of pissed off at you, Louis. That doesn't make what you did okay. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, it doesn't
Don't get
solve
me
anything.
wrong. But it does help the situation.
I don't think it does at all.
If
It doesn't help
the
anything.
apology isn't as big as the fuck up amount that you did, I'm not going to forgive you. So if you fuck up huge, I'm going to need the apology to be even bigger. You know what I mean?
So
if the apology isn't there, then you're not really sorry.
it depends what the apology is about, okay? So, like, if it's about, like, anything to do with another girl, there's no apology big enough in the world
No.
that solves that.
No.
But if it was like, oh, baby, sorry, my phone was turned off for too long. Birkin.
Birkin! Yes. Oh, your phone died while you were at the club and I haven't heard from you for 4 hours? Minnie Kelly.
Mew Mew.
Mew Mew.
Mew Mew. Okay, but talking about winter arcs,
Okay.
mine would be running, but like also if I run more than 30 minutes, like there are some demons I'm running away from, so I probably just need therapy instead.
We
you
love
know?
therapy.
You know, like I would just need therapy instead. If I start
Yeah.
running like a half marathon, check in on me.
Mm-hmm.
No, like actually check in on me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not okay.
Mm-hmm.
But for you,
What do you think mine would be?
no, I've already picked it.
Really?
No, I've already picked
What
it.
is it? I'm scared.
Catherine actually doesn't know this one.
What?
Yours is going to be to start writing more.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Could be journaling. Could be writing like narratives.
You want to know what? I totally get that.
Okay.
Because I
I want to see if it's the bit that I have set for you. but
no, because
no.
any minor inconvenience that happens in my life, I
Yeah.
just yap and I tell everybody.
Maybe not tell me.
Maybe not. I don't tell everybody. I just call you
Catherine
immediately.
just FaceTimes me.
I just FaceTime immediately and I'm like, oh my God, I guess what fucking happened. Maybe I should just start journaling about it first and just like seeing how I feel about it. And then I tell you.
I mean, but I like the brain dump. Like, I like that our relationship is like a series of just brain dumps of like, I'm losing my mind.
yeah.
Here are my thoughts that are not filtered in the slightest. Haven't
Yes.
thought about it at all. And then we use two brains
Mm-hmm.
at the problem at once.
Yes.
No, I think you start writing
Why?
because that way the prisoners won't be so lonely. And we can start writing to prisoners. So I told you I didn't tell her this bit beforehand.
No, but I love that. I think we should.
So the other day, Catherine and I were talking
We're
about
also like widely hungover.
yeah,
We're
we were
talking about
very
this.
and,
Whenever
like,
we're hungover, we just say literally anything. And
No.
we're just like giggly.
so the other day we're just giggling and I forget how something came up about writing. And I literally out of the blue was like, Catherine, why do I feel like you write to prisoners? Like, why do I feel like that's something you would do? And she was like, Annabelle, actually, fun story. So go ahead and share.
Okay, so listen. This isn't like, it hasn't been going on it's been like a recent thing. And I don't know if anybody has ever had a prisoner live pop up on their TikTok,
I feel like it's a thing.
but I get it often. And I don't know why.
The algorithm is algorithming.
there's this TikTok account, and it's literally just these guys that are in prison, and they just are on live all the time, daily. And it's either them in their cell just chatting away, or the last one that I was watching, they had the live set up like further away, like in the common area. They were like playing a basketball game. So I was watching, as like I do. So a couple of them remembered me. And the last one that I hopped on, they were like, "Oh, Kat, she's back." And I was like, "No, why did you remember me?"
That was the shout out I didn't need. That was the shout out I didn't.
I did not need to shout. No. And
No,
I was
that's
like,
amazing.
I was like, "Oh no." And I was like, I need to hop off this live right now.
Okay, hear me out. The Menendez brothers.
Hot.
Hot.
I think that's where it stemmed from, because I did not start doing that until
Monsters, the series.
the Menendez brothers came out.
Yeah. I was thinking. I was like, wow, there are actually two distinct women that are talked about. Not really talked about. They don't have names in the series, but like, I know our roles we would play.
Yeah.
So say way back when. And there's these really attractive guys that went to prison.
Yeah.
Okay. One of them, as you know, one of the Menendez brothers had a girl that he was talking to.
Yeah.
That then stole the book and sold it on her own and wrote it. I'm like, that would be me.
Absolutely.
Now, let me be very fucking clear. You know, I don't know, obviously, any of the truths of this, so I'm going to put a preliminary.
Right.
Yeah. But I'd be the one that would be like, no, I'm going to write your fucking story for you. Thank you for the material.
Yeah.
I would go investigative journalist out the ass. You would be the one that married the one in jail.
I would. I so would. I would
You'd be like, no, baby, I'm waiting for you.
I'm waiting for you to get out, babe.
You can't fuck another bitch in there.
Yes.
I know you're loyal. I know you're being loyal.
I know you're loyal. Like, there's no other bitch in there. Like, I'm your only girl. Like, I would literally marry one.
This is all fake, obviously, but like, if we were to play a role,
That would be our
that would be our roles.
Yeah, absolutely. But one of them is married.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That happened.
I know. And she's like cute.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so pretty.
I know.
They're so pretty. But that was my winter arc for you.
That's funny.
But no, my actual winter arc is like actually, so I know it's a really weird fucking thing to say, but alarms do a lot for me. And I really want to set like alarms in a lot of instances.
Okay.
Not just to wake up. Like when we go out, I want to set an alarm.
Yes.
That it's like by this time when our alarm that we set prior.
Yeah.
As soon as it goes off, I don't care what conversation we're in. I don't give a fuck who we're talking to. We are leaving the fucking
We're
bar.
leaving the venue.
At night, when we're not hanging out with people, we're not doing anything, we're by ourselves, we're whatever. You set a bedtime alarm, you go to the fuck to bed.
Yeah.
You know, like I want like an alarm system that like rules my life.
No, I love that. I feel like mine, I'm a night owl through and through. So
You are.
I live alone, so I'll just vibe, and I don't go to bed till like 2 a.m. sometimes, just cause. And I always regret it the next day.
Exactly.
Because I wake up and I'm like, fuck, why didn't I go to bed
feel like
earlier? I'm
shit.
exhausted,
Yeah.
especially if I have to work the next morning really early. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck. So I think my winter arc needs to be, I need to set a bedtime. I need a bedtime. And I need to abide by my bedtime.
Yeah. Let's get into fucking plays of the week. bitch.
Plays of the week.
Plays of the motherfucking week.
Plays of the week.
Yeah. Ow. Okay, so play of the week this week. It's gonna sound really funny when we first say it, but it's set a safe word.
Yes.
Okay. We have this whole thing of like a safe word set up.
Yes.
Of like, if she's on a date and she's texting me being like, no, I'm fine. And I'm like, no, I need to know you're actually fine. Like, I need to know this isn't the guy that you were with just like fucking stole your phone. So we have a safe word, which is, it came from, so we quote like Shrek, obviously, like great movie. So our safe word is, I'll be like, what's my line from Shrek? She'll text back, that'll do, donkey. And I'm like, Great.
She's fine.
She's fine. I know it's her. I know
Yes.
she's fine. I
Yeah.
know
she's
great.
alive. She's good.
Yes. So I'm not even lying though. Like with your girlfriends, have a fucking safe word or safe term.
Yes.
That it's like you can ask a question and like when you know you get an answer that's like so specific, you're like, great.
Okay, she's fine.
She's not being taken. Like
Yeah.
it's not the random guy on her phone. Like it's her.
Yeah.
So that'll do, Donkey.
That'll do.
Now we just had a new one.
I know.
Tragic.
Because everybody knows already.
Okay. We'll
Okay,
figure a new
we'll
one
figure
out.
it out.
Okay. But like what would my safe word be? I understand we go out together and Trent's the only one that drives us home.
I know. I'm like,
But,
you
like-
don't really need one. You're always safe.
No, but like I guess this is a question for you. Cause like what would
I
yours
feel like it would have to be like a
be?
SpongeBob thing. You know what I mean? Because I
Mhm.
always quote SpongeBob.
No, I feel like it would have to be.
It would have to be like, the Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me.
No, the question is what's the pizza?
What's the pizza?
the pizza?
What's the pizza? And you say the Krusty,
Krusty
Krab,
Krab
pizza.
pizza. Exactly.
No,
you text
yes.
me and be like, so what's the pizza?
So what's the pizza?
And I'd say the Krusty
Krusty
Krab,
Krab
pizza.
no, that's solid.
Exactly.
When I have to find a new one, people are gonna know.
Okay, we'll figure out a new one.
But that was solid. That's good.
That's great.
Yeah. So that's the play of the week.
Set your safe word. All right. Playgirl problems.
Also, thanks for writing in. We've been getting so many writings recently, and I love it.
No, y'all are being so cute.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Hi, Playgirls. Love the show. Thanks, baby. So I'm in a bit of a predicament. I really like this guy, and we've been talking for a couple months. We've never had the talk of being exclusive, and we've been talking and going on dates. I have a strong feeling he's talking to other girls, but I'm not sure if I should also keep my eye on other options as well. Help. I really like him, but I don't want to waste my time and turn down other guys and look stupid. I think to first handle it is like, if you haven't had the exclusive talk, you don't have the right to have any form of like, oh, fuck you, I think you're talking to someone else. Like, you do not have the right to fucking do that yet. Like,
no.
And I think girls especially jump on that really fucking quickly of being
Yeah.
like, you can't talk to anyone else. If you haven't had the exclusivity clause set in place, you're not exclusive.
You're not. It's still like open field, like fair game, like may the best player win.
No,
you know what I mean?
It's Hunger Games.
It's Hunger Games.
It is the Hunger Games
Yes.
out there. However, if you're trying to move past that point, which is what I'm kind of getting from that question, you really do need to have the conversation of like, not the what are we? I would never start with what are we?
So what are we?
I would just be like, I think it's like framing the conversation of being like, not about you specifically. It's being
Right.
like, what do you want in your next
next relationship. Yeah.
When do you want to have your next serious relationship?
Right.
Like,
Especially if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think so many people, especially in this generation, are just, they don't know how to communicate about that stuff because everyone's kind of scared to talk about it,
yeah.
which it kind of sucks to have that
No, it's hard.
conversation.
It's
It's
fucking
so
hard.
hard because you don't want to like scare them away either.
Mhm.
But you almost have to just set expectations and to like not waste your time. You know what I mean?
I also think on the more like low-key sleuthing side, like when you're at his place, bitch, look around.
Oh, investigate.
No, like at his place, like you might think it's a cute date when you go over to his apartment. No, bitch, you're the CIA investigating a crime scene.
you're on a mission. Look at the floor. Is there hair?
What's in the trash
What's
can?
in the trash? What's in the trash can?
No, but like what's in the trash
What's
can?
in his bedside table?
Yes.
You will find a lot of goodies in there.
Oh my God, do you want to know one?
What?
The pillowcase? Flip it over on the other side and see if there's fucking makeup marks on the other side.
Golden. Also, if there is, he didn't
the-
change the sheets. Disgusting. Leave immediately. At least,
Immediately.
like, if you're going to talk to other people and you're not exclusive yet, fine, whatever. But at least have the audacity and decency to change the sheets.
fucking sheets.
Look in the shower. If there's women,
Hair?
if there's hair in the shower, if there's women's shampoo,
Yes.
if there's face wash, like
yes.
if there's just like a men's 3-in-1 in there, golden. You're great.
Great.
But if you see like a like Olaplex purple shampoo, like bitch, like come on. And it sucks that girls have to do this, but we have
No,
to.
but you do.
Because a man will be like, no, I'm not talking to anybody else. But I'll be like, okay, well then whose hair is this?
I'm a blonde. Why is this brunette?
Yes. One time I was at this guy's house and there's contacts on the bedside table on my side, not his side, but my side. So if you were taking your contacts out, why would you put them on the other side of the bed?
No, but like you wouldn't.
And also, do you even wear contacts? Do you have glasses? What's your eyesight? Is it 20/20?
You pop
what is
it in your eye and you're like, no,
No,
this
I'm
feels like 40/70.
I
don't
will
know
put
anything
the
about.
contact in. I'll be like, wait, how blind are you? Because this really feels like a 0.175.
You actually like pop it in his eye and you're like, no, let's fucking blind test you. Let's fucking.
I take out like the whole like
You have the whole like letter sheet and you're like, no, read me, Amy. Read me the list.
read me the list. Can you read the bottom letters? Like
the bottom letters say fuck you.
Literally the bottom letters say fuck you if you can't read this. Goodbye. I'm never talking to you again. You can't put nothing past
No,
me.
like you literally can't put anything past a Playgirl.
No.
I'm telling you, Playgirls, we treat it like a fucking crime scene.
Yes.
So have the conversation on the mature front, but like on the non-mature front, crime scene. Treat it like one.
All right,
next
one. Hi, Playgirls. I just moved to a new city and I'm not quite sure on how to make new friends. I tried downloading Bubble BFF, but every girl I meet on there blows me off the day or two before our plans. Any tips or ideas on how I can put myself out there? Making new friends in your 20s is so difficult. Help.
No, it's the fucking trenches.
It's so bad.
No, it's so
because
hard.
I feel like girls in their 20s, like they already have their friend groups made and it's so hard, like infiltrating those cliques.
No,
because it's like
it is.
So I get it. That is really hard.
It's like defined.
Honestly, I mean, I'm going to go from my experience. I moved to this city about 6 years ago. And whenever I moved here, I didn't know anybody. And I even tried downloading the whole Bumble BFF thing myself for like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And it was shitty and it was weird. And I was like, I don't know. So this is how I made friends. I feel like work friends can turn into other friends, especially if they're friends, especially if your work friends have been in the city for a long time and they might be like in the going out scene or they know a lot of people in the area. Just start hanging out with them maybe outside of work. Yeah. And then they introduce you to other people and then those people introduce you to other people and it just kind of snowballs. And that's how I feel like I met a lot of people in my city. I started hanging out with this girl that I used to work with. And she just kind of took me under her wing. And God bless her soul, I still love her. And yeah, I just met so many people.
And like, I have fully asked girls for their number and been like, I love talking to you.
Yeah.
I would love your number and I would love to hang out with you another time.
Absolutely.
Even drunk, like I've done that. And then I will follow up in the morning and be like, no, I was super serious.
No,
like,
seriously.
I would
let's hang
love
out.
to hang out with you. Like if there was a girl that you hit it off with, like DM them. Do not be embarrassed to be the one that reaches out and be like, let's do this. And if they bail, fantastic.
Yeah.
Give them another try.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, like, I mean, they are busy or like they're weird about like hanging out with new people. Like you're not the priority and like that's okay. Like don't take it personally. Give it another try.
And it's not weird. Like
it
also,
really isn't.
Like
we all want more.
We all want more friends. And odds are the girl that you're like wanting to hang out with, she probably wants new friends too. You know what I mean?
You have to put yourself out there so much to make fucking friends.
You do.
You really do. And like it's not embarrassing.
Yeah, just have good intentions and just put yourself out there and just be positive and hope for the best.
And you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And on that note, we'll fucking close it out, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of
the Playgirl Playbook. Are we saying fucking or not?
I'm saying fucking. Okay, I'm sorry. We won't say fucking.
Okay.
And on that note, thank you for joining us on another episode of
the Playgirl Playbook. Woo! Good night. Love you.
Bye, guys.